I'm going to let the air pass. And now we have a 1600 degree fire. And again, same rule applies. You have a fire of any kind. If the embers are a bright yellow orange, like what you see there, that's a 1600 degree fire. And that's hot enough to bend metal. So I'm just going to pull all this back in. I'm going to insert my piece of metal. And I got to transfer that yellow-orange heat into my piece of metal. So I got my piece of metal right here. I got it marked with a file so I know where it's going to be. So when I heat it up, I can still see that mark. I got to get that area heated up to 1600 degrees. And then I'll be using a tool in conjunction with the anvil, known as a Hardy tool, to break that piece off. That's what this is right here. It's called a Hardy chisel, or another name for it is a cutoff tool. You see a square hole on top of an anvil, that's a Hardy hole. We got several different tools that fit in there. We got this one here for cutting material. This one right here is for bending material. Just put your piece of metal in there. When it's at 1600 degrees, you can bend it. We also got Hardy tools that do shapes for us, like this rounded part right here. This is what we use to make our unicorn shoes. We got one of the guys that work here is a retired farrier. He brings in his extra horseshoes, and he makes hearts out of them. And we had a little girl come in from one of the camps in the area, and she saw that, her eyes got really big, and she said, "That's a unicorn shoe." So the name stuck. And so we'll use that, and we'll use this to use that, because basically we just put it on there, we hammer it down, it takes that shape, that gives us our deep V for our hearts. We'll also use it for making our little decorative hearts that we make as well. Again, that little, so Hardy tools are used for that. We got several other ones in here as well. Little mandrel and another couple shaping tools. But the thing is, I got to get that piece of metal up to 1600 degrees first. Once I know it's going to continue, I'm going to increase the water flow by turning the wheel. We try to run about 100, 115 strokes a minute. I'll turn the wheel till I get up to the speed that I want.